Sir, 5774 Rajesh S. Mudigal from class 5. I am present.
5.
Sir, 5811 Sushil Kumar present, sir.
5.
Sir, 5773 Pradeep Kargani present, sir.
Present, sir.
Wait, you
Sir,
come
527 present.
one by one. You come late and you are making noise. This your attendance I will give you at last. Those who come late, I will give your attendance at the last, not now. Okay.
I am trying it.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I will give you after 11:10 or 12:10. I will give you attendance. Don't worry about it. Without attendance, I will not go. Leave you. Okay. We were yesterday constructing beautiful statues that were being done by the Chola kings or during the administration time of Cholas. Beautiful bronze statues were made. Now we know in temples, in homes, there are materials made up of bronze. Modern period, we make those things. Now we come to another area of development. Modern period, governments construct roads, national highways are constructed, industrial centers are constructed, dams are constructed. These things are done by the government to provide facilities for the citizens. Who is that making noise? Please keep your volume off. Mic is switched off. Come on. What do you want? If anything else you want, please write in message. I'll see if anything is needed. Okay. I am taking class, so it will come. It will prop up there. You need to there I can understand that you have got something to say. Otherwise, please listen to the class. Okay. So in modern period, all these constructions. In ancient period also kings were helping the farmers, helping the industries. But at that time industries were not so much, mainly farming activities. So naturally irrigation facilities were provided. So irrigation facilities, water facilities most important in irrigation. That's irrigation facilities. Canals were constructed by the kings. Dams were constructed by the kings. Not like modern period. Modern period, we know dam construction is because cement, bricks, all those things were there. So at that time, cement was not there, bricks were there. So they used to put mud and take earthen embankments. They may not be able to block the rivers, but they used to cut the river and make a canal so that the people can take the water. Or they used to have the wheels on which they sit and rotate the wheel so that the water would go inside. So you can see in the page number 25, a ladder like a system is there. In the picture is there, you can see there. Page number 25 of your textbook. So this is the thing. This is the ladder. See, the ladder you can see. So this ladder is here, the person would sit here. On the top of the ladder, he would sit here. And there would be a wheel in front of him, and he would rotate the wheel. And the water would fall into the land area and it will be taken through the canal. So that was a system. And the villages may have their own systems. Now also in the buffaloes or bulls are used to draw the water from the well. You might have seen, at least in some movies or somewhere, the water will be, bucket will be going down to the well and the bull will be pulling it. Then bull will come back, again going on. Then there are water wheels are there. There are also human beings or bulls were coming up. So that kind of systems were existing. So that's irrigation facilities. It is needed because without irrigation, agriculture would not progress and the farmers would not get money. And if the farmers are not having money, government, king will not get money. So necessary it was. Now we know, modern period, the government is getting tax from the industries. Agriculture, even no taxes. The government gets very less tax from agriculture. But the products that is produced from agriculture gets tax. So that is situation at that time. Okay, now we have our country administrative setup. We have got a central government, state governments, district, taluk and panchayat. Panchayat is again divided into wards. That division is there. But still at that time also kings wanted to divide. They have divided their empire into different areas. We will go from the lowest section, Ur. In Kannada, Ur means the village from which you are coming from. So then there will be Ur, Taluk, district, state and kingdom. So how they are divided? Urs were again made up of many urs, many villages coming together. They are divided into Nadu. We used to say Kannada Nadu. Kannada Nadu means Karnataka. Like that they used to divide. So Ur, then Nadu. Then see, the Chola kings gave some rich landowners title like Mannave, Muvanda Velan and Ariyar. Muvanda Velan means a landlord, a rich landlord. In Karnataka, if you take Patels or Gaudas, in Tamil Nadu they were called Vellala farmers. So these Vellala farmers were rich enough, they were very big landlords. Those rich landlords may give money to different kings and they were under the control of they were Samantas or different kings. So that is a speciality. So Chola kings are divided into Ur, then Nadu, then kingdoms. So, and there will be Vellala rich peasants. Peasants means, peasants and farmers. Farmers are a group of people who will do agriculture in their own property. Peasants are really the persons who take others' land and do agriculture. They are not the owners of the land. So, Vellala farmers were there and Vellala peasants also were there. Farmers are the persons who do the agriculture in their own property. I may have 1 acre of land, I will be doing agriculture in that 1 acre of land. I will take 20 acres from some other person and I will do the agriculture there also. There I become peasant, here I am a farmer. I may have to give rent to the landowner of that. So that is the difference of Vellala farmers and peasants. You students are coming so late. Okay. You are coming so late. Should not happen like this. Okay. Should be in time in the class. Okay. Now, these kings, as I told you already, kings were not able to have salary for everybody. Kings were not able to have money to give to schools. So what the king used to do? King used to give the land. So the person who gets the land could utilize the land and collect money. And you can see in page number 26, there are different kinds of lands mentioned there. You can see this. Oh, sorry. This. Types of land. First land, it is written there as a Vellanavage. Second, Brahmadaya. Third, Shala Bhoga. Fourth, Devadana. Fifth, Pallicha Chandam. See how the writings are. Vellanavage means there are good farmers, peasants who are ready to do a lot of agricultural activities. They may not be having so much of land of their own. So when they come and ask the king, they want to do agriculture in some area, king gives them his land. So such persons who are very good farmers, they are called Vellanavage, the land given to them. Second, Brahmins are the persons who advise the king. But they are not good farmers. They don't know how to do farming activities. And king has to give them money for their advice and for the work that they do. They come to the temple, conduct puja, pray for the king. They may give advice to the king. So a king is not having the money to pay them. So king tell, okay, you take this area for you. So that kind of people, they are a Brahmadaya, gift to the Brahmins. That is known as Brahmadaya. Then comes a Shala Bhoga. Now you are come to Sainik school, now you are going to study in Sainik school. In Sainik school, it is a fully residential institution. You get your food.
Yes, sir.
You get your dress. Everything you get inside. For that, money has to come. And government gives the money as a scholarship. For running a school, it is not only your food is enough. There are so many other expenditures. Salary should be paid. The building should be constructed. So at that time, the Chola kings were not having money. What they did, they told the person who wants to run a school, okay, you take 2,000 acres, 200 acres land. There you do agriculture and survive. So the land that is given to the school for its day-to-day expenditure and maintenance of the school, it is known as Shala Bhoga. Bhoga in Canada is food. Food for the school. Means for the normal functioning of the educational institution. This Shala Bhoga. Then comes Devadana. Deva means God. Gifted to God. God doesn't want any money. He is himself. He knows. We know that. Then why do we give money to Devadana, gift to God? Why do we put money to temple? Why we put money to the churches? We gift it to God, no?
Sir, to construct the temples and facilities for temples.
Yes. See, the pujari needs money. The workers in the temple needs money. Their salary has to be paid. Pujari should have his food and his maintenance. So for that is the reason why we give money. We put that money. The money is utilized by the religious institutions for this kind of work. For the pujari, for the workers in the temple, the same in the churches also. So then, or in the mosque also, it is same. So that is the way the money is. So Devadana, so it is, or Tirunama to Kani. Kani is a gift to God. Devadana or Tirunama to Kani. Everything is for the day-to-day functioning of the temple. That is the word. Okay, so the day-to-day functioning of the temple. That is what we must understand. Devadana or Tirunama Kani. Pallicha Chandam. Jain institutions. There were some Jains at that time. They wanted money. They were also given by the money by the king. That is a Pallicha Chandam. So like that money was given to them. Or land was given to them. Now there are Brahmins, Brahmins are said to be intellectuals. Very rarely they do physical activities. Now they were given the land by the king named Brahmadaya. The land given by the king, they don't know how to cultivate. So what to do? They will give that land to the Vellala farmers or anybody who is ready to do agriculture and give them the money back in return. And there should be an agreement. So all the Brahmins who got the land, what they do? They form a committee, a samadhi. And they give that responsibility of running or doing agriculture, supervising the agricultural activities in their land to the persons who were given the land. And so they form a samadhi to supervise it. So that samadhi is called Sabha. In Tamil Nadu, in a place named Uttaramenur, we got a document. That document says about the agricultural activities of the farmers and how did the Brahmins make an agreement with the farmers and how the Brahmin community decided to function on controlling their land. So they formed a Sabha. Sabha means a gathering, a group, or a samadhi, an organization. And it is written there, what this? We will read out page number 27. We will read out what is there in that inscription, what was written down in that inscription. See, very beautifully it is written there. All those who wish to become members of the Sabha should be owners of land from which land revenue is collected. Modern period we can say like a parliament. And if anybody wants to become a member of the Parliament of India, it is not necessary to have property, but here they must state the person to be a member of the Sabha should have got land of his own. It may be by Brahmadaya or by any means he got the land, then it is okay. So first sentence is that all those who wish to become member of the Sabha, if we say modern bit of the Parliament of India, should be owners of land. They should have their own land. From which land revenue is collected. That means they must get money. It may be tax or they have given the land to somebody. That land, from there should be income. Then only the person can become the member of the Sabha. See, beautifully it is written. Then they should have their own homes If you are staying somewhere else, no chance to become a member of the Sabha. Should be having own home. Then they should be between 35 years of age and 35 and 70 years of age. Modern period, if you want to become a member of the house, it is not necessary that you should have your own home. You can be living in rented home. But at that time, it was compulsory to have own home. And minimum age and maximum age was written. Minimum should be 35 and maximum is 70. But modern period, we know in the parliament, the minimum age is 25 and there is no maximum age. Till the death of the person, he can be a member of the parliament. No limitation is mentioned. Minimum is 25. Maximum is not mentioned. But at that time, it was clearly written, minimum should be 35, maximum should be 70. So maximum a person can be a member of the house is 35 years. No other chance. That is one criteria. Then, they should have a knowledge of the Vedas. Now, modern period, at that time, there are, four Vedas were there. They should be acquainted with Vedas because they were Brahmins. They are bound to study. They have to have knowledge. That is clearly written. They must know Vedas. In the modern period, no prescribed educational qualification is needed for an MP or an MLA. Or the president or vice president or the ministers. They can be illiterate also. Nothing is mentioned in the constitution. Recently in the Panchayat elections. Pardon?
Sir, but that is actually wrong, no, that the illiterate person can also be minister.
It is not wrong. See, when the constitution was written, our literacy was only 17%. Now also our literacy is some 82%. 18% of the people in India still are illiterate. So if one of them wants to become an MLA or minister, we cannot say you should not fight elections.
Sir, but what will the person who is illiterate lead us?
He can. There may be persons. It is not necessary that he should be educated, have literacy. He may be a person who knows the thing. Akbar was a great leader, great king. He was illiterate. Okay, Akbar used to listen to the readings. Every day, he used to sit and listen to the readings. Even if he was not able to read and write. We'll come to that Akbar later. So, the Constitution of India has not mentioned any prescribed educational qualification for any elected post in India. That is MLAs. That MLAs become the ministers of the state in the state government, and MPs, they become the ministers in the central government, president and vice president. These are all elected posts. No prescribed educational qualification. For becoming Panchayat member in Rajasthan, last around 10 years ago, Rajasthan government has made a rule that Panchayat members should be having 12th class. That is made. But parliament members, no change, remain same. Okay, so that is it. Then, so at that time, it was compulsory the person should be knowing Vedas. Now, no, not compulsory. Then, they should be well versed in administrative matters and honest. They must know, the members should know how to look after administration. And they must be honest, truthful person in their behavior. That's it. If anyone has been a member of a committee in the last 3 years, he cannot become a member of another committee. So if a person has become elected once continuously for 3 years, 3 terms, so we can say modern period 3 terms, Fourth term he cannot. If anyone has been a member of any committee in the last 3 years, he cannot become a member of another committee. Means he has no chance. But in the modern bill in our Indian Parliament, there is no restrictions. A person can become as many as times he wants. No restrictions are written in the Constitution. That is it. From 25 years till his death, he can be re-elected by the members of the parliament. There is no need any members of the Indian citizens can re-elect them. There is no restriction after this many years he should stop. Nothing of that sort is written in the Constitution. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so we'll stop today. Now we'll have class little more. Another comment. Anyone who has not submitted his accounts and those of his relatives cannot contest election. Your account should be correct. If you are doing any malpractices, any wrong behavior, you have no chance to become the member of the parliament. This is it. Okay, cadets? So that is okay. Now we will have attendance.